Every day is a new beginning. Shine your light. It's a day and the world is waiting. Move along to the song, singing in your soul. Feel the beat, clap your hands, let's take control. All you need, all you want, are you ready to find your way? 'Cause every day is a new day.
Welcome to Wisconsin Family. I'm Jessa Jeremiah.
And I'm Justin Riley, and we hope that you stick around today because we have a fantastic show for you. We are on location at the J&K Security Solutions Model Smart Home.
We are, and when I come in here, I'm always dreaming about things that I want for my home, both in security, of course, would be nice, but home theater, we're going to learn about that today, and I look forward to it.
Yeah, you wouldn't think that a security solutions place would be the place to go for home theater, but they've got a lot of experience to offer in the area of home theater, and they have all different types of ranges of solutions that they can offer you.
Technology is always changing. Yep. We're going to learn about that. We're also going to learn about a fabulous local business called 608 Community Supported Kitchen, and you are definitely going to want to listen up for this one because there's all kinds of busy people out there, and it can help you actually plan meals and be healthier. So we look forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll also be joined by Denise Cole from Revamped Vintage. She's got a new space down in Janesville, and she's going to talk to us a little bit about that.
Yes, that was a mouthful. Do-it-yourselfers, stick around. We've got more Wisconsin Family coming up after the break.
Hey folks, welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We are here on location at the J&K Security Solutions Model Smart Home here on South Park Street. What a place this is.
It is quite the place. Technology is
all
everywhere. It's abundant. We're going to learn about how you can get a home theater in a little bit.
And that'll be fun. But for those of you who are do-it-yourselfers, stay tuned because you should recognize this familiar face. This is Denise Cole from Revamped Vintage in Janesville. Denise, welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad to be back.
So we're excited to talk to you today because you've got a new space now.
Yes,
Tell us a little bit about what's going on there.
I have moved out of Best of Janesville because the space restraints there.
Sure.
I have moved to 612 North Main Street in Janesville. It's inside Traxler Park.
Okay.
I have over 4,000 square feet now. Woo. So my workshop is in the back. And then I have a classroom where I've been doing the family name signs and the home signs and custom signs and teaching people how to paint their furniture. And then we have a retail space up front that is filling up with vendors who have sort of the same line of things, but some differences too. We have industrial farmhouse tables. We have barnwood now. We've got somebody who is handling all of the vintage, like she collects vintage garden tools and kitchen utensils. It's phenomenal the way that she sets them up.
I have a feeling you could spend a whole afternoon
you could.
looking. Bring a friend. It's one of those places you need to bring a friend and go, oh my gosh, look at this. Oh my goodness, this is so cool.
So 4,000 square feet. Can you give viewers a perspective? How much space did you have at your old location?
900.
So this is a huge
quadruple and then some. So that's really great.
Yes.
And what an opportunity for you in your class teaching, because I know that's a big thing and you're very passionate about helping others do it themselves and show them how to do that. You've done several demonstrations for us. Talk to us a little bit about how this is going to enhance your class experience and for people who haven't seen or heard yet what those classes are like.
Well, first of all, we have a lot of room. I mean, between the two classrooms, there's about 1,000 square feet that we can utilize, and we have big, huge tables. So when we do the large 2-foot by 2-foot signs, you've got room, and you've got room to move around. And plus, we serve a little snacks and some wine, and you know, we have a lot of fun when we're there. You'd be amazed.
Yeah.
People come for birthday parties. They bring, like, there was people were on their first date.
Oh, really?
He brought her for a first date. I thought it was so cute. Yeah. But anyway,
guys, listen up.
Yes,
great idea.
He found me on Facebook and he's like, this is our first date. I know she loves to do this stuff, so he brought her. And of course we were all like, finding all the goods and,
Love it.
So,
Yeah, a little
yeah.
gossiping while you're
Yeah.
having. Well, you had me at snacks, but talk to us a little bit about what kinds of things you're teaching people to do.
Well, I have a bench class that's very popular, and you get to make a bench. I build the bench, and you get to design your bench with the paint, the stain. We use different techniques. My most popular is the dry brushing which I showed the one time on the white, and then it brings out all the little edges and the corners.
That was that magic trick that you did. That
the
was
magic
just so
trick.
incredible.
Yes.
It blew me away.
But they also can stencil on the top of it. So we've had different people stencil their family names, live, laugh, love, sit often, laughed, So there's lots of things. If you look at my Facebook page, I've been posting pictures like crazy from all of those. We have so many. If you can find a sign or an idea on Pinterest that you really enjoy, we can do it.
Yeah.
So there'll be lots of events coming up, and I post those right on Facebook.
You can do it, and you can teach people how to do it.
Yes.
too,
You
which
don't
is really
have
cool.
to be handy, for one, and you don't have to necessarily be creative. You're going to teach us how to do that.
Well, and plus we are doing in-home private parties too. I'll be at a winery. I'm going to be at a couple of local pubs in Janesville. In-home parties. There's a huge bachelorette party I'm doing and a baby shower I'm doing. So there's a whole broad.
Yeah, I love all the ideas. Bachelorette, baby shower, you said. I'm even thinking ahead, like, what a fun early Mother's Day present. Like you and Mom go do this together, or
Mom and
just lots
daughter
of
class,
ideas.
yeah.
I'm curious to know, because you don't necessarily have to have experience coming in here. What percentage would you say, ballpark, are people who come in to your place and take your classes have had previous experience doing these projects by themselves versus people who are coming in cold and have just never tried it before?
I would say half and half, because I have people call. They do the wine and sips where they actually have to paint. People are so afraid of those. This is actually like a stencil that is made up for you.
Right.
So you get to paint on that stencil, and then when you peel it off, you feel an accomplishment.
Right.
That you have finished this project. So
Absolutely.
it's you can have no skills whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We'll get you through it.
And even if you not only don't have skills, but aren't even interested in the craft portion, you can just come shop, and there's lots of great things to buy that are already completed.
Yeah.
So congratulations to you and your new
Yeah.
space.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
a
very
huge
excited.
accomplishment. You're always so easy to talk to. See, we don't even have notes. We're just chit-chatting.
Talking.
But thank you for joining us. We appreciate
Yes.
it.
Denise
Glad to be
Cole
here.
from Revamp Vintage here, or down in Janesville, I should say. Thanks for coming on, and there is more Wisconsin Family coming up right after this, so stick around.
'Cause every day is a new day. 'Cause every day is a new day.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We are here at J&K Security Solutions. We're in their smart home, and in just a little while, we're going to learn how you can get a home theater in your own home.
It's very cool. Lots of
It is
cool
very
stuff
cool.
here.
Another fabulous topic. We are very excited to introduce you to Ben Lebchansky, who is the owner and chef at 608 Community Supported Kitchen. And what a fabulous business. I'm so excited to learn about. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me today.
So let's just give us a little background, first of all, for viewers at home who aren't familiar with you, and for us as well. Tell us about it. What is the concept?
So the concept of the 608 Community Supported Kitchen is based primarily on the concept of a community-supported agriculture in which people become members of a farm, and then they get deliveries of produce every week. They get a share of whatever it is that farm produces. And based on that idea, my wife and I came up with this business concept in which we would have a standing membership, and every week those members would get a delivery of prepared meals based on whatever it is that is in season and fresh and available and of optimal quality that week.
Right. I love this idea because, as you mentioned, being a part of the farm and getting these fresh goods is wonderful. But for so many people out there, they're busy, and then you get all these goods, and then it's a matter of preparing them. And so it's essentially a way to kind of do that, but you don't have to prep.
That's right. That's right. So we take on sort of that front-end legwork, but we're still delivering outstanding locally sourced meals to our members' homes every week.
That's
so
awesome.
neat.
That's awesome. So what makes the community-supported kitchen a unique model?
There are several things, but right out of the gate, we have a membership. We don't necessarily have retail sales like a restaurant where people are coming or going. So we have a standing membership, and those members are committed to receiving their meals every week. They pay in advance for their meals. Membership is month to month, and so they pay at the start of the month for the meals that they're going to receive during that month. And one of the things that this creates is very much a relationship-based business model, both our relationships with our members and also the relationships that we have with the farmers that we procure our produce, meats, dairy, eggs from as well. So it ends up creating a very mutualistic business model in that we need our members for obvious reasons, but they also need us. They're busy, engaged people. They have families, they have civic responsibilities as well as careers. And so there's this wonderful mutualism between ourselves and our members and the people that we procure our produce and stuff from.
So true. I wish we had more time to pause on that topic because I think there's a lot more to say there. But I want to make sure we touch on how it works so that for people who are interested, what does the weekly delivery look like? What do they have to do?
Okay, so deliveries are on Tuesday, and members simply leave a cooler out on their front stoop, front porch, and we prepare meals Monday and Tuesday, get deliveries out, the vehicle goes out and simply delivers the meals in returnable containers into that cooler and then picks up the previous week's clean dishes. The next week you just leave the cleaned dishes in the cooler, and we pick them up and replace with new ones full of food.
Doesn't that sound so easy and nice? I love that
Emphasis
idea.
on clean dishes.
Yes,
Yeah, that's right.
well, of course, yeah.
Dishes.
This would get a little crazy if not. But no, but I think that's wonderful. So you get home from work and you've got this meal all ready to go. You've got cooking instructions.
That's
it's
right.
already in a dish that is microwave or oven safe.
For the most part, yep. We also use ball jars for soups and stews, things of that nature. So, but we try to target about 95% finished. So if there's some final assembly at home, I email and post on our website the finishing instructions. But I want 95% done, so there is some final assembly at home, so that it tastes fresh and everything's bright and lively, and it doesn't taste as though you're just reheating leftovers or you're eating cold takeout.
Right.
Right,
No,
absolutely.
such a great concept. I love it.
What types of folks are you finding are this fits really well for? Who does this fit?
Membership seems to suit people best who know that they're already eating out or taking out or stressing out.
So everyone watching, right?
Yeah.
Definitely us.
About 1 or 2 times a week.
Okay.
So on average, if you are eating out or taking out or eating prepared or frozen or things that you feel that you're compromising a meal quality 1.5 times a week, and you know that in your budget that money's going out anyway, that you're spending it, those people are going to benefit most from our service. They're going to be getting better quality food, and I truly believe they're going to be saving money.
Oh, there's so many families out there. Families, single, just busy people out there.
The whole spectrum, families and single individuals.
Oh gosh, and I can just, even in my own life, just picture, there's about twice a week that I think, geez, I don't feel like cooking. I'm just going to stop somewhere and get something for us to eat. And what a great solution for that. I just think it's great. I want to mention really quick before we go that you also do events. I think that's wonderful for people to know. So catering and events of wonderful local food. But real quick, let's talk, before we go, we got about 30 seconds. I want to share with people the cost of membership.
Sure, it's a sliding scale. 1 share is equal to 1 adult's portion of each of the 2 meals that we prepare and deliver on Tuesday every week. So you can get a single share for single individual. Families that have multiple kids may get 4 shares. The more you get, the lower the price, but on average, it works out to about $13 per person per meal.
Wow.
Okay.
Farm to table, delivered to your home for $13 per person per meal.
Think about
you really
what you
can't
spend
beat it.
when you eat out and tips and tax and all that kind of
That's
stuff.
right, that's right.
Ben, thank you so much for sharing this. What a fabulous business opportunity. 608 Community Supported Kitchen. Make sure you check out their website. Great website. Thanks a bunch.
Thank you so much.
We'll be back with more Wisconsin Family after the break. Stay right there.
'Cause every day is a new day.
And welcome back to Wisconsin Family, and this is the segment that we've been waiting for.
Yes.
We've been on location at the Model Smart Home for J&K Security Solutions, and now we're going to find out a little bit about home theater
We
systems.
promised you home theater, and these are the folks you want to hear it from.
Yes, Tom Spinoso and Bill Topol join us. Welcome, guys.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having us here. So let's start out for those folks who are not familiar with J&K Security Solutions. Can you give us a little bit of a background of how the business started and what they do?
It started in 1985, just a simple key shop out of the owner's house and car.
Yeah.
And they incorporated down on Park Street in '87, and they've been on the Park Street area for ever since, about 30 years. And as security has progressed, so has the business. Now we're into electronic security. There's still the key shop.
Sure.
There's a hollow metal division, fire, card access, cameras, and now a smart home division as well.
Yeah.
So incredible. What a fabulous story of growth. I love that it started from a key shop.
Yeah.
And now look at this place and what you do for homes.
We've come a long way over the years,
It's
haven't we?
incredible. Yeah, it's incredible. So we're going to focus today on home theater, and I think this is a fantastic topic. Who doesn't want a home theater? I think that sounds great, but we want to learn a little bit about it. Maybe kind of some cost aspects, how it works in terms of technology. So start with the basics. What is a home theater, and what does it look like?
So I think the goal of a home theater is to take that movie theater experience. So when you go to the theater and you sit down and you're sort of immersed in the screen and you forget that you're sitting in a chair and you're kind of in the action, that's what really a home theater is. We try to take that experience and reproduce it in your home.
Yes.
Right.
And there's a lot of ways to get that done. Home theaters come in a couple different flavors. The trend 10, 15 years ago was to build sort of a single purpose room.
Right.
Where it would be a theater with a big projector and you have seats and you went there and that's what you did. Today we're seeing that trend change to maybe more multi-purpose rooms where there might be an activity room on the end of it, or maybe a bar, or they're opening up a basement and they don't really want to close it off to one thing.
Sure. Right.
And so these multi-purpose rooms are we're seeing them become very popular.
Right.
And I think the term home theater means a lot of different things now. It's not just movies. Yeah, it's video games. I mean, we have a lot of people that want to play video games, and of course there's like a home theater style audio to those games, and so games and sporting events. You sit down and watch a Packer game. It's like you're sitting in Lambeau Field because all the surround from the crowd is coming at you. So
Right. But you don't have to climb over people to get a beer. It's the
exactly,
best.
or wait for the bathroom.
Right.
It's probably the most important.
That's such a cool experience, and I liked some of the other elements too, because you talk about being multi-use, and that's just right in trend with homes today. People want that open concept, and to your point, not a closed-off room. That's for one thing, so that's perfect.
So obviously there's some changes in the industry. We've noticed that people are moving more towards multi-use rooms and that sort of thing. I'm curious to know a couple of things. Number one, what do you feel is the reason for that? And then second part of the question is, what else have you noticed changes over the years in the industry?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I really think, homes and the design of homes to be more efficient and more multi-use is really, I think, driving that. I mean, homes are, I don't have the data on this, but I believe the square footage of homes is getting smaller and not bigger, based on what we're seeing.
Yeah.
And certainly the push to use the space more efficiently is there.
What we're seeing, and I'm not sure if this is in spite of or because of, but when you look at TV technology and you look at how the form factors of TVs have become very, very thin, there's been a couple of outcomes to that. One of which, the audio from a TV is really bad. I mean, the cases are so thin that the speakers have gone from being, maybe a decent sized speaker to being very, very small. And a lot of times they're on the back of the TV pointing into the wall. So TV sound quality has really gone down. So what's happened is there are a lot of companies now producing something we call a sound bar. And it's basically a speaker that you add to the bottom of a TV that helps produce the TV audio. And that's really a way that somebody gets started in home theater.
I'm glad you addressed that, because I think that's something that not a lot of consumers realize when they go to buy a TV, is that really the volume on the TV is probably not going to suit a lot of your needs, especially if you're looking to watch movies or play video games or things, sports, things of that nature. So you guys are able to address those concerns for people.
A quick comment there, as the speakers get smaller and they get harder to hear, the vocals become a real problem. And if you can't hear what somebody is saying on the TV, it doesn't really matter what the action is around it. So really what's happened is, a lot of people think home theater, they think a lot of boxes and a lot of speakers and, I need a lot of stuff. Well, now,
you could really get a nice home theater experience for maybe one speaker that gets mounted below the TV, a sound bar. That's a big change.
And let's touch a little bit on that technology there, because if viewers at home aren't familiar with a sound bar, or maybe the relationship between the TV and the sound bar, is the technology difficult to use, or are people going to be able to relatively easily learn that?
You know, there is that stigma out there that people think that something may be difficult to use, and it could just be people don't know what they don't know.
Right.
And one of our jobs is to make sure we're giving someone, end user, an experience and a product that they're going to be able to use and use effectively, and that they're going to enjoy it. It's not a single remote such as a universal remote is going to be much more efficient than having 5 remotes for a TV, a receiver, an Apple TV, a Roku, etc.
Right.
Being able to consolidate that all into one and having either a remote or an app or an automation system in some factor to run all that, in the end it will be much simpler to use and user-friendly, but a little education, just like anything, is going to be needed for the customer, and we're more than happy to provide that for them.
Yeah.
And that's obviously something that you can help to consolidate that, to automate things. That's something. What are some other things that J&K Security Solutions can offer for those who are looking to put a home theater system into their house?
Well, you know, what we like to do is really go out to a customer's home and experience it, see the space that they're trying to use, make recommendations. Everybody has a little bit of a different opinion on fit and finish and how they want the room to turn out. So we take that really seriously. So we'll go in and ask a lot of questions, find out what look they're going for. Some people want it to be front and center when you walk into the room. Some people don't want to see anything at all.
Right, yeah.
So we get them all the way in between. I think you know, one thing we focus on, regardless of what they want, is making it really easy to use so the whole family can use it. So we find that when we go to homes, everybody's got an opinion on how they want it to work and how they want it to look.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I like that simplicity across the board for people in terms of learning the technology, and that it's a total package, that you're going to come in, see the individual space, talk to the family or the person about their individual needs, and then teach them how to use it once it's installed. So it's really start to finish. And I didn't even think about the fact that you just spoke on, which is some people want the home theater to be very prevalent and be the focal point of the room, where others may want it hidden completely. So you can actually do that too.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
like
and
that.
a lot of folks don't think about, you know, a security solutions place as being the place to go for a home theater system. And Tom, I don't know if I should mention this or not, but you have a background in home theater systems in a previous life, is what I understand. So this is kind of your specialty. Why should people come here to J&K Security Solutions to get that experience?
Well, you know, I think that the community and the family, you know, that we talked about here, you know, we're a local family-owned business. We really pride ourselves on taking care of people.
Yeah.
And so from beginning to end, you can come in and we'll, you know, regardless of what you need, from security to home theater, we can do the whole thing. And I believe nobody takes care of people better than we do.
Agreed.
Absolutely.
Thank you for sharing that.
Tom Spinoso and Bill Topol, thank you so much for joining us
Thanks,
today.
you guys.
Thank you.
That's all the time we have here at J&K Security Solutions, the model smart home for Wisconsin family. We'll see you next time.